हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
सोचो, हमारा बाप भी परम आत्मा है और फिर शिक्षक भी डायरेक्ट परम आत्मा है। क्या शिक्षा दी, क्या बना दिया आपको? नेत्री त्रिकालदर्शी त्रिलोकीनाथ। ऐसी कोई पढ़ाई पढ़ता है? अभी तक ये डिग्री सुनी है, जज, बैरिस्टर, डॉक्टर, इंजीनियर, ये तो सब डिग्री देखी है। लेकिन त्रिलोकीनाथ, त्रिकालदर्शी, त्रिनेत्री, नॉलेजफुल, ऐसा कभी डिग्री देखी किसको मिली है? द्वापर से कलयुग तक किसको मिली है? मिली है? आपको मिली थी, आप भी तो 63 जन्म लिए, तो न किसको मिली है न मिलनी है। ऐसे शिक्षक हमारा साइंस वाले भी अगर कितने भी साइंस की योजना करें तो त्रिलोक तक पहुंच नहीं सकते। तीनों लोगों का नॉलेज प्राप्त हो नहीं सकता। और आप में तो 5 वर्ष का बच्चा भी 3 लोग का नॉलेज देते हैं, वो भी फलक से कहेगा सूक्ष्म वतन है, मूल वतन है। परम आत्मा शिक्षक भी है। श्रेष्ठ शिक्षा से ये डिग्री तो प्राप्त कराई, लेकिन दुनिया में सबसे बड़े परापद राजपद होता है, तो पढ़ाई से पद भी मिलता है ना।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे। रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Transform the atmosphere with volcanic yoga tapasya, an embodiment of the fire of love. No matter what karmic accounts there may be of this birth or of previous births, they cannot be burned without the stage of an embodiment of the fire of love. Constantly have the stage of fire, that is, all the karmic accounts will be burned through powerful volcanic remembrance, the seed stage, and the stage of a light and might house, and you will experience yourself to be double light. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 8. Transform the atmosphere with volcanic yoga tapasya. Today's topic, an embodiment of the fire of love. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone okay in a Vyakti Parivar? Yes? Very good. We are okay and we have to remain okay, right? Baba had been talking about fire, different kinds of fires, right? Fire of yoga. And today Baba is saying, be the embodiment of the fire of love. How will it feel? Be the embodiment of the fire of love. I remember once I was traveling by Air India, and a very young person, must be in the late 30s. Generally, how they address, ma'am, want to ask you something. I said, sure. Seems like you are in love with someone. So I said, everyone is always in love with someone. So no, your love is sparkling on your face. So then I explained to him that I am in love with God, and it's God's love. And he said, oh, I could see that sparkle of God's love. So today when Baba said, I thought maybe we have to pay more attention and think about being embodiment of God's love, right? Sarup, fire of love. Now Baba uses word two. One is love, intense love, lagan. Other is called magan, that means you remain absorbed in love. You remain quite, it's like, all the time in love. But then there are some subtle obstacles which come. In India, there are two policies. One is, word lagan also means engagement. That this one, iski lagan ho gayi hai, right? He had been engaged already. So when you say engaged in the sense, right now, they will be married. So some say that engagement, just get them married. And some say give them one more year, because maybe they will know each other more if they want or not to get married, but they give longer time. And you must have heard, no, Baba mentions sometimes that when children are born, if neighbors, they say, when daughter is born and son is born, the parents are so close, are friendly, they say, let's engage them. So they start engagement since they are born. Now when they grow differently. It's not necessarily they would want to get married. So I'm using the word lagan here as love, but lagan also is engagement. So It's like you are engaged, right? Some of you have that experience. We all have, in a way, engaged with Baba. So there is this kind of love, the connection is there now. So you are engaged, you are connected, and but there could also be many obstacles. So what is interesting way Baba is saying, no matter what karmic accounts there may be, so every obstacle is because of karmic accounts. So there is a way to settle that. Some of the karmic accounts are of this birth, some are from many past births, and especially from the past births, they are of body consciousness. Right? Mostly they are of one vice or other. No? Karmic account is either attachment or greed or anger or lust. One of the vice creates karmic accounts. There is a concept that I don't know how big it is, but they mention the court of supreme judge. Right? It's very big. And they say everyone, they show this big size book. Right? And anything you do here is written there. So the judge can read it, what you need to be, what punishment, what reward. That's what when we were young, we always used to say, oh, it will be written in God's book up there. So be careful. One is God is watching us, but on other side they say, now it's written, everyone's fortune, everyone's karmic account book is there. And it's God's account book. So Baba is saying, no matter of this birth, or it could be the previous births, they cannot be burnt without the stage of an embodiment of fire of love. It's interesting, why not fire of yoga? No, but this morning's Murli, yoga is love, right? Without love, there cannot be yoga. But this fire is, that means you have to have that, when there is love, there is love. Many obstructions could come, many difficulties can come. I remember that when I came in knowledge, lot of, those who came to Baba or Dadis, Brahma Kumaris, there was a song that I have come crossing many walls, charon devaron se, like we just had to cross this wall, this wall, this wall. It was not easy, no? Here there might not be that pressure, but Kumar Kumari, there's so much pressure of getting married. One of the interests one father had, I want grandchildren, I want children. But who will take care of children? So there is lot of pressures, lot of different from society, the custom systems of the world. So we had to cross all that. These are obstacles, right? So Baba is saying, anyway, what our reflection tomorrow or tonight when we sit with Baba is about fire of love. Why Baba is calling fire of love? Constantly have the stage of fire, that is, all the karmic accounts will be burned through volcanic remembrance. The seed stage just go into be a seed stage and the stage of a lighthouse and lighthouse. And you will experience yourself to be double light. Internally, completely a brilliant light and light. And when there is lightness, you feel so happy, you are joyful, you are worryless, and it's important, right, to be double light. So tomorrow, fire of love, stage of being lighthouse, might house, seed form stage, a lot of homework. Yeah, whichever point you want to reflect and then be in that stage. And during traffic control, 5 minutes, be in that stage. Experience that stage. Create that stage. Then by the evening you will experience what is fire of love. Oh, Shanti.
Shanti. So we have again fortune. A beautiful chit chat with Didi and Eric Pai. So would like to welcome the dear angel brother Eric. Welcome to Vikti Journey of Vikti Parivar Chit Chat. Conversations that open the heart and elevate the mind. Welcome Didi and Eric Pai.
Thank you, Bhumiji. Om Shanti, everyone. Good evening, Havyakti Parivar, or good morning on the other side of the world. I'm back again, Mohini Didi.
Welcome.
This would be... Now we heard very beautiful Murli this morning, and usually we hear Murlis on Mama during Mama's time in June, and it was such a beautiful experience to read, how Baba was sharing the day after Mama left the body. And we're wondering with some souls if you were in Madhuban at that time, or no, you came after that. Because he mentioned that everyone had special Bati during the night, during the whole night when Mama was still in History Hall. Is that correct? Or?
Actually, I was not in Madhuban. Everyone from Delhi went, so I was asked to stay in Delhi and offer bhog for Mama for 13 days, so I didn't go. But someone called me, 1 or 2 persons from USA, and they wanted to know the experience, how quickly Baba changed, how he managed. So what had happened that whenever, maybe it was 6-8 months ago, when doctors, Mama was in Pune, Bombay, but doctors said they cannot, medicines won't work. So Baba said, but why to sit her, make her sit there? So Baba said, come to Madhuban. And she was in Pandavavan. So then, at that time, my Alokik family, we used to do for Yagya a lot of things. And one of things, because the center where, there was best hospitals too. They also did research, All India. They used to call it All India Medical Center. So mostly whenever Dadis or anyone, they will come. And like Brijmohan's father and many, they will come and stay with us because hospital was very near. But also in those days when allopathy medicine didn't work, then there are many other branches, like we call it Ayurvedic, but there is one called homeopathy medicine, very little pills, very sweet ones. And so there was a older doctor, but he was like very known. And I know in our family we never took allopathic modern medicine. He was our doctor. So anyway, we decided to take Mama's report to him, and so in a way, I became instrument, but our whole family. So I used to bring the report and take the medicine. So that doctor said that we need some medicine, injection from Germany. We didn't know anyone in Germany, and that could have helped. But then he said 17 days, which we knew, not everyone knew, that maximum our body will. But we had to tell Baba, right? Like, or Dadis, they knew about that. So there was a lot of inner resistance. Mama will not go. Mama should not go. Because she was taking care of internal yagya, sustenance, and external situations. As you all know, she went to the court, and because she was brave, her truth was just truth. So naturally, big question arises. No? She was so responsible. So Baba, actually, even when she left body, now it was so interesting. Yeah, I was there a few days ago. But that day in the morning, she heard Murli. After Murli, there was first time in the wine grapes, there were a lot of grapes. So they wanted Mama to give. Many were there because some knew that she might leave. 9 o'clock, she gave few grapes to everyone. And around, I think, 3 o'clock or so, they had to call doctors. And anyway, she left body around 5 p.m. And Baba sent Dadi Gulzar was there. Tell Baba, no, she can't go. And every time trans messenger went, they saw a big banner, big writing drama. Second time, drama. At least 5, 6 times, Baba said, go tell Baba, our mother cannot leave. So there was quite a lot of like, no, Mama cannot leave. It was interesting. And then anyway, then was finally everyone accepted. There was no other chance. And then there was funeral, cremation, everything. And after that, bhog was offered. I was offering bhog in Delhi. And within few hours, or maybe next day, Baba completely changed. And Baba immediately said, what Baba said immediately, Brahma is your big mother. Brahma is your big mother. So the intellect of children, we understood immediately, but how he, by understanding and making that concept real, he just became very, very stable. And so it was quite a big challenge, but also a lesson for us that when there is change of part, I call it more change of part. Whatever we try and whatever we weigh, if it has to happen, it has to happen. Baba, why Baba couldn't help? Why Shiv Baba couldn't help? Then change of part is there. So we learned a lesson for us or for everyone that Baba must cure this one. Baba should. I never ask Baba because that Mama comes in front of me. But I always say, until you have, this soul has this body to play part. And part has to be played, or part has to change.
Isn't it that they even had the thought during the whole night bhati that they were hoping that Mama will come back in a body, or?
No, generally it's just accepted when soul has left body. It's not possible. But even when Brahma Baba was there in history hall, 3 days there was birthday. Of course, we were waiting for people to arrive, but also we were waiting for a permit to have cremation within the premises. So it's not really for soul to come back, but also soul is around, no? It's not soul.
Totally, because the Murli was so clear. That was the next day on the 25th, and the whole idea, do not shed tears and do not cry, and just maintain. Those who cry, they will fall, etc. And so the Murli was also so clear about each one has to play their part. It seemed as if we really felt as if it's Shiv Baba who almost is telling Brahma Baba also. Or Brahma was already convinced of that so much, or do you feel that he had to almost go through the process, like you said? Because if he himself had tried to call many times Shiv Baba to say, don't let Mama go, and then the 25th there was no, everything is accurate in drama, everyone leave their part to do another part. It was very, I found it was a lot of lucidity, as if it was clear. And even when Baba said that why the part would change, because they have to give happiness, they have to play another part. It's as if Brahma Baba or Babdada had very clear vision of what was happening.
I think that if we really understand karmic accounts and drama, you can't raise any question, because it's accurate. It had to happen. And that's why people call it destiny. It's fixed, So even whatever way we argue and whatever we do, it can't change. So then you have to accept it and create a kind of image in you. Like today I was telling, someone said we went to Hiraben to visit, and we could just see the other boy sitting. I said, look at him as an angel. Don't say, no, he's not here, all that. Look at him as an angel. It will help. That's what I do.
I know it's not we're not the 24th of June, but it's connected with love, because of course everyone had great love for Mama, and you also had very close connection with Mama. So were you able to hold on your tears? And when you heard about the situation, how did you process your love for Mama and remaining detached, accepting drama? Was the messages you received in trance were helping you at that time or so?
I think that when these spiritual leaders or spiritual people leave, they don't cause sorrow. It doesn't cause sorrow. You can't have tears even, because somehow or other you don't feel you are separate, but you feel you will remain connected at a different level. So I never really, I can't think of that I had any sorrow or what will happen. Actually, a lot of people thought I won't be there because Mama is not there. But I don't remember that having that kind of thought. And that's the beauty of when Brahma Baba left body. There was such a deep silence, and kind of you are connecting at a different level, not on a physical level.
When Baba mentions about love and volcanic love today, and we are going to experiment with that tonight and tomorrow, and sometimes, there's this, and we understand what it means when he says sometimes you should not have love for anybody. And 2-3 days ago in his Sakarmali, he says you should not have love for any of your relatives, no one, just love for Shiv Baba or Baba. Okay, we understand. Yeah, we have to have loving relationship with our relatives and friends. So is it a kind of different love? And how do you connect your love you had for Mama, your love you had for Baba, your love you have for me, of course, which is very special, and I appreciate that very, very much, and I can feel it. And I know you have great love for me because you tell me very often. And so what's the difference between that kind of love and the love Baba is asking us to have in volcanic?
I think Baba says love one and love everyone, but no body, no one's body, no one's body. Because when it's bodily love, then the pull is different. But you have to have love with everyone, no? That's what we do. And also, love helps to nurture, love helps to sustain souls. It is the love which helps them, supports them. So, love is very, very important, but it's the difference. I remember that when I came to know that I am soul, my mother is also soul, playing the part of mother. So, I have double love now as a soul and also what she is doing to sustain me. But that love, soul conscious love, that's what is fire of yoga, fire of love. And I think this love comes in us when we come to know how to love God. Or love, you felt the love of God, the whole thing of love changes in you. You know, that means what love you experience, now you have same love for everyone. So it's completely different, you know. Like maybe I didn't know you will be sitting next to me and asking me questions when I saw you first. But there was something, even whatever you did or went through, didn't bother me ever because whatever reason, it's the love or the part. You know, so yeah, it's a different love.
I'm listening carefully. We're having chit chat now in private here about our love, and of course, when I love, my father or my sisters, lucky. I don't think it's love for the bodies. We're all getting so old anyway now.
It's not for the body, but it's like bodily relationship.
But where is that love still okay, and where does it can become a little bit, slippery, even if I go into a spiritual aspect with my relatives?
When it becomes, in the sense, changes.
Yeah, is there a little red zone? Is there?
One thing when we realize that when you have attachment, you can never help anyone. It's only when you look at that one as a soul, the real support and the power comes only that way. I have experienced that whole family is meditating for a person, right? And things doesn't work. Change is not happening. Person is not getting better. And here I went and I'm talking. It's happening, and person started responding. So they had a big question. We meditated so much. Sent a message to Dadi Gulzar. Dadi Gulzar says, because this one is my daughter, granddaughter, or, so you cannot give power. But if you look at soul conscious and child of Baba, then you can help the soul. And that I have seen so many times. So I always just say that if you really love a person, you want to help, but you cannot have attachment. Even if you have slightest, it doesn't work.
It's good you mentioned that, because the other day you told us that we should not be into accounting with yoga, and that sometimes we sit in yoga to stop the rain, or, I don't know, get a little bit more money for something, or get a new car. He said, if I don't get a new car, then you would say my yoga was not good. I said, don't think that way. There's no need to sit in yoga for this. But I remember whenever we have, of course, souls who are not well in the body, we all sit around the world. When Daddy Janki or Daddy Guza were not well, we did big bhati, for the soul. So what is different here?
No, so that bhati is not to stop anything. It's support to the soul. I always say that, let's say soul has to go through something physical. You cannot stop, delay anything, but what you're doing is supporting that soul. It's like so that whatever days or months soul is in the body, there is less suffering or no suffering. So it helps. The vibrations and our love is protecting that one, but it's not we are could change anything. And we know that. But the vibrations can definitely, our love can comfort the soul.
Because those who have maybe attachment will feel in the bhati, like Brahma Baba, felt for Mama, telling Baba, please don't let Daddy go, please don't let Daddy go. So then they should change the yoga.
I don't think we say that, right? We just
Maybe
feel,
they think about it.
yeah. No, we feel that as long as that is there, there shouldn't be any suffering, and and then she, of course, there is this thought, if she can remain with us longer and longer, that thought is there, but we're not requesting Baba, But definitely, I remember that Dadi Gulzar last 10 days, every day, I will call hospital and talk to Neelu Ben, Geeta Ben was there. There were few brothers, sisters. Every time we will meditate and I will talk to them. And I say, you all have to be okay if you want to take care of Daddy. But if you go with the unhappy face, sad, it's not good. She should see you all. I remember when Dadi Gulzar came to New York, we wanted to make her feel like as she had nothing. Not let's meditate so that we said it's all right, whatever it is. So our enthusiasm, our love, our power of yoga is supporting the soul to remain light and
One last little question you mentioned just earlier, that things change when we start to learn to love God. Do you think we need a course on how to love God properly, or what will be your suggestions for, I don't know, loving God in 3 steps, or loving God? What will be the lesson to learn to love God better?
true love, eternal love forever is really between God and the soul, right? Whatever is here, there is a lifespan, 30 years, 40 years, 60, maybe 100, but it's not eternal, right? For me, I always feel that my relationship as a soul with God is forever. Even if body changes, part changes, but that relationship exists. I don't know, even before Gyan, I always felt that my roots are there. My eternal relationship is there. And then we get so many relationships. You need mother, you need brother, we all need each other. And we should play part with a lot of love. But all that, I said, is there any relationship in the world which is forever? 80 years, 50 years, 30 years, 10 years, depends. But only with one is eternal relationship. That's always I had, and that helps. That my love, and that means who loves me most is God, right?
Do you still feel that some, from what you heard, because I remembered last week or this week you mentioned some still complain to Baba or say, oh Baba, or sometimes they go to Baba to ask something. And do you think we need some time to adjust how we love him?
I think he loves us, so whatever is most in he will give you. It's not if I say, Baba, please give me this more, or no. I should know how to take it from Baba, then asking him to give. And I definitely all the time say just power and your love. That is what I need. Love and power, right? And everything else we work out.
Thank you. Well, for me, I just hope you continue to love me no matter what question I ask you. That's all. If I can ask question and you keep loving me, I'll be happy, and I'll be back again in my Avyakt form this time. Oh. This is getting... No, but we don't have time anymore.
No, I think that our love is, when I think of Dadi's, and how many years there is so much love. It never happened because of any reason. So it never happened that we won't have love. Or there's always this feeling of one family and love for each other always. Right? Okay. You are leaving tomorrow?
Yes, I'm leaving tomorrow morning. Maybe Saturday.
Question. No,
Mohini Didi has no question.
you can share for a minute or two your experience of Toronto family, and
Shared many times that, when I come here, I think the name Inspiration Hall is very beautiful because seeing a bigger size family, when you see 2-3 children in a family, it's one thing. But if you enter a home and they say, "Oh, I have 18 children," you say, "Oh, 18 children. That's a big family. How do you manage?" And when we come to Toronto, we see this, big family with so many brothers and sisters, and so watching the family for many, many years and appreciating all the work that has been done in, scrubbing a bit against each other, polishing each other's sanskars, going through drama. I feel today my experience is that, Baba must have seen at the beginning what each one of us will become later on. And I know sometimes we question, the drama and what happens, or why did that choice was made, or why that instrument was chosen. But on long term, today I see how everyone is playing their part in such a way that you can only feel, wow, Baba put exactly the right instruments at the right place, because otherwise this would have never happened. And to go through time, to go through all the different situations in drama, some need to be extremely solid pillars. So I want to really congratulate from the bottom of my heart all the main instruments who have been staying here for so many years, who have gone through so many things, and they have become such beautiful pillars that when you go to Dilwala temple, they tell you one pillar, it took 14 years, and I forgot how many elephants to just make that one pillar. And the whole carvings on the marble is so beautiful. So I really see many, many of my good friends and very strong instruments here as those beautiful pillars of the Dilwala temple. And all those who are joining, you're being carved very quickly. You have to catch up. And you're being made into beautiful pillars as well. So this is also like Madhuban is Dilwala temple in a living form. I think this is also becoming, I don't know what name we can give to the temple, but I'm sure there's a memorial somewhere nearby, maybe. But just congratulations on the bottom of my heart to see how Baba has worked on each one of you and each one of us and made this place so beautiful. So it's a beautiful inspiration hall, and each pillar is magnificent. So congratulations. So you still love me, right? It's okay? Okay.
Baba loves everyone, right?
But I think he loves me a little bit more. No,
Baba
maybe.
loves everyone, so we love. Our love is for everyone, right? And okay. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much, Didi and Eric Bhai. That was a lottery for the last 4 days, and we look forward for more. Thank you very much. It was very deep, and also many good questions. Many got clarity about many different aspects. So thank you very much. And now tomorrow is Wednesday, and our schedule from Amritwala till night will remain same, including 5 to 5:30. Avakti Children Murli class. So now let's do Avak Murlis. Welcome to Avakti Journey. Avak Murlis from 1969, speaking to the heart of an angel.
Avyakt Murli, 3rd of June 1971. A lotus seat for remaining constantly yog-yukt. You have come to the bhatti to make yourself free from all types of bondage and to make yourself light. That is, you have come to learn to practice being constantly stabilized on the lotus seat. Therefore, finish whatever burdens you have before you leave this bhatti. Whether it is a burden of the thoughts in the mind, or a burden of your sanskaras, or a burden of the attraction of the perishable things of the world, or a burden of attachment to your lokic relations. You have come to the bhatti to finish all burdens and bondages. This bhatti is a golden chance for you to make progress in your life. The more you take the chance in this bhatti, the more you will be able to make yourself move forward in life for all time. What aim have you kept for the bhatti? What aim will you keep after bringing about transformation in your sanskaras? In what special aspect is this group the best of all groups? Do you know? This group has one very good specialty. When alloy is mixed into gold, you cannot mold that gold. Only original gold can be molded. So consider this group to be that of real gold, that you do not have any alloy mixed in it. Do you know your own specialty? When this group is seen, it seems the same as when a plant is newly planted and it first has very beautiful, tiny, delicate leaves, which are very lovely. So this group is also that of new leaves, but they're very tender. Generally, things are either tender or tough. To be tender means that the bones of the sanskaras are not so hard, that they cannot be changed. Little children first have very tender bones, and then as they grow older, the bones become stronger. This group is of those with tender sanskaras. It will be easy to bring about transformation in these sanskaras. You're not those who have bitter sanskaras, are you? Acha. Bab Dada speaking to Dadiji, who's taking leave to go to Madras for service for 2 days. The specialty of those who are to become world emperors is that they keep all souls happy. There is an income of multi-millions in every step of the Maharathis. Sita Mata was also taking leave from Baba. Do you see that body of yours while considering yourself to be a powerful soul? By remaining stable in the stage of a detached observer, you receive power. When someone is weak, he is given glucose to give him strength. So when you consider yourself to be a bodiless soul, detached from the body, the stage of being a detached observer does the task of giving strength to the soul. For the length of time you have the stage of a detached observer, for that time you also remember Baba, the companion. That is, Baba remains with you. So you have Baba's company and you are also a detached observer. One is the stage of a detached observer and the other is nourishment of the happiness of being Baba's companion. So what will you then become? Free from all disease. You will be the form of power, loving and detached. At the moment, are you stabilized in the stage of being loving and detached? This stage is as powerful as the radiation rays that doctors use to kill germs. So this stage is also so powerful that you are able to destroy the germs of many sins within a second. Once the sins have been destroyed, you will experience yourself to be light and powerful. Constantly consider your household to be the field of service. Do you consider yourselves to be extremely loved by Bap Dada? Why? What specialty have you got that you're extremely loved? You belong to the one Father and none other. Those who remain lost in the love of the one are extremely loved by Baba. Do you understand? Acha. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So now we will remember Baba, but we have one young Kumar brother here who is going to play and also sing a song together. So we'll take Drishti from Didi and we will also listen to the song and remember Baba. So
Om Shanti, everyone. किन शब्दों में आपका धन्यवाद करें, किन शब्दों में आपका धन्यवाद करें, दिन रात की ये सेवा हम याद करें, दिन रात की ये सेवा हम याद करें। किन शब्दों में आपका धन्यवाद करें, किन शब्दों में आपका धन्यवाद करें, दिन रात की ये सेवा हम याद करें, दिन रात की ये सेवा हम याद करें। किन शब्दों में आपका धन्यवाद करें। बेहद का प्यार हमको आपने है दिया। हीरा हमें बना कर श्रृंगार है किया। श्रीमत से मन चमन को आबाद हम करें। किन शब्दों में आपका धन्यवाद करें। दिन रात की ये सेवा हम याद करें। दिन रात की ये सेवा हम याद करें। किन शब्दों में आपका धन्यवाद हम करें। खिंचते हमारे प्यार में अब तक भी आ रहे हो। रथ को संभाल कर भी वादा निभा रहे हो। ऐसे ही प्यार पर जाने सार हम करें। किन शब्दों में आपका धन्यवाद करें। दिन रात की ये सेवा हम याद करें। दिन रात की ये सेवा हम याद करें। किन शब्दों में आपका धन्यवाद करें। किन शब्दों में आपका धन्यवाद करें। ओम शांति एवरीवन। थैंक यू।
ओम शांति, ओम शांति।